Okay, good morning everyone and welcome to Strength and Balance. We'll be working with 1 to 3 pound weights. I'm going to be doing some different types of things with the weights today. Simply by changing the position of hands, you can change the load and get different muscle groups. So we're going to go over a couple of those type of things. And then we'll be working the last half of the class on balance. I'm Diane. I'll be leading you through this session. And again, I'm very excited about the webinar that I attended. It was for personal trainers, and I got a lot of good hints for working with seniors. A lot of stuff we can't attempt, of course, but I've modified a lot of it for us, so I hope you're going to feel like you get a complete workout with your muscle groups. All right, let's get started with our warm-up. And again, I want to apologize. Yesterday, we could not get Zoom to work yesterday, so I hope people didn't decide that it's not going to happen this week at all. It kind of looks that way. Nobody tuned in for their band, but anyway, I hope there's somebody out there watching. So let's grab the weights and we're going to put them under the chair. And we'll warm up the muscle groups that we're going to be using. Sit at the edge of the chair. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale, oxygenating the muscles. Reach for the ceiling. Stretch out of the ribs. Exhale down. And inhale, coming up. Reach. Exhale. Inhale. And reach. And exhale. We're going to take one arm over, stretch the side of the body, come back to center position, stretch across the body, swoop over, lift, and bend, come to center, stretch across the body, swoop over, lift, bend, stretch, swoop back to center position and other arm. Inhale and stretch. Come back to center position and stretch across the body. Swoop over, palm up, lift and stretch over. Take it centered, stretch, swoop, palm up, lift, take it over, come center, stretch across the body, swoop, bring it back to center. Now let's just lift from the breastbone up to the chest, up to the chin, and lift and drop. 2, drop. 3, drop. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to clasp the fingers. Now stretch to the back of the chair, warming up that spine. Inhale up, stretch the chest forward, and exhale. And lift, and stretch, and back to the chair. Lift, stretch, and circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clench and stretch, warming up the fingers. And remember, don't grip those weights with a death grip. All it does is cause blood bruises, and I've got one of those now from catching it in between the spokes of my car. And I don't think it's ever going to go away. It's ugly looking. It's on my finger. All right, and inhale up, clap, and open. Palms are up, clap and open. Warming up shoulders, clap and open, clap and down. And hip flexors, lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And up on the toes, down, up, down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Walk on the heels, warming up the dorsiflexors. Okay, we can pick up the weights. So we're going to start today with some flies, then we're going to do reverse flies by changing the position of the hand and wrist. So we're going to come weights together and we lift and bring it into center. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to turn the palms up, and when we do this reverse fly, it is going to attack this area of fat under the arms and slim it down. All right, so palms are up, we lift out, bring it back to center. 2, 3, 4, don't rush it, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, again, we're going to face, oh, I'm sorry, palms are going to be down. Now this is going to target the upper shoulder more, and lift and in. Palms are facing the floor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've done flies from this position, and down. And you can feel the different load on the muscle groups each time we change the position of the wrist. So that's something new that they're doing, along with a lot of resistance type work, which we are putting into TheraBand now. So if you haven't tuned into TheraBand lately, we've got some brand new stuff, and I'm also using resistance in the arthritis prevention and agility class on Tuesdays at 10. So tune in. All right, now we're going to work these hammer curls. So 1, let's come down, 2, 3, 4. Take it up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Take it up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4. Take it up, 2, 3, 4. All right, bend one elbow, take one arm up. We're going to come over, touch the elbow, raise it up straight. Now take it back to the shoulder and up. Over to the elbow and up, take it back and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, shoulder, and now tricep. 7, 8, 9, very good, and 10. And down. Relax the shoulders. If it's too much, just drop the weight. Use the arms only. Other elbow. Weight up. Take it to the elbow. Straighten it up. Take it back and up. And 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you should be feeling a little warm now. All right, to the shoulders. We lift, take it down, lift, and center. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, roll the shoulders out. We're going to do some upright rows. Palms will be facing the floor. We bend slightly forward, pull the elbows back and down. 2. So this is getting chest and upper back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we're going to flip up and we're going to get bicep. 1 and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, one hand here, the weight is here, push it down, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, other one, lean forward slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, elbows in, weight straight up and down. Keep that elbow into the rib, bring it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, elbow into the rib. 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bicep curls. 1, 2, stretch it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, up, center position level, in and out. 2, pull the tummy into the spine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now one and then the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take it front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't drop that weight down to the floor. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now elbows in and we drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down. Let's roll those shoulders. All right, so we are going to start working on quadriceps now. So we come to the side of the chair. You can hang on to the chair here. Again, we are going to alternately point the toe and then flex using the dorsiflexor and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex. 1, 2, 3. Heel down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place the weight on the side, on the IT band. Point the toe. Lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All right, let's go over to the other side. You know, stop when you need to or remove one weight. It's up to you. It's your class, so you can be the only one that really can determine how much your muscle groups can take. All right, either 1 or 2 weights on the thigh, point the toe, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, T-band and lift. 2, point the toe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one weight down. We're going to get now the hamstrings and the glutes. So you will place.
Question, where's the dorsiflexor?
Oh, right here at the ankle. See, when you flex,
Okay.
that's your dorsiflexor,
Oh, that's what you said.
that muscle.
Okay.
And that one there, they are advocating that seniors strengthen that muscle group a lot. And I can see why, because with everybody shuffling in stuffies and not bending your feet to walk, you're not using the dorsiflexor enough. Okay.
Just my tempo.
Weight behind the knee.
Foolish.
Grab it. We lift. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we bend slightly forward. We're going to lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Carefully remove it from that leg. We're going to put it behind the other. Place it behind the knee. Squeeze and lift. Bring it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift. 1, 2. Pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab the weight and release. Okay. Let me see if I can remember this windmill. I may have to abort this move if I can't do it. Okay, I thought I had practiced it enough, but we'll see here. All right. Lift, down, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's see, we go up, down, down. No, that's not it. Okay, I have to go back and look at that one again, okay, because it just confused me too much. So I will do that next week, I promise. Windmills are hard for me to grasp. Okay, so we're going to get those quads a little bit more. We bend slightly, pull the tummy in against the spine, straighten, and bend as much as you want. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. We are going to put our weights down and start our balance section. those muscles we use. So we're going to take the arm in front, take the hand underneath, pull it across, wiggle the fingers, and circle the wrist, and reverse. Other side, hand underneath, bring it across, wiggle, fist, circle, and reverse. All right, let's stretch the side. We're going to do triangle, and other side, and hamstring. So just bend all the way down, hang loose, and just dangle the arms, and bend the knees, roll up, tuck the chin, and head comes up last, and down. Okay, so they did a lot of work on balance. Now, I think heretofore we have been thinking of balance as just lifting one foot and holding, which yes, that is balance. But they are saying that balance is a double-pronged thing, basically. It is stability, and stability begins within. So, in other words, we're going to be working on strengthening that core and doing some things that are in the sagittal plane. So sagittal plane is moving forward and back. All right? The frontal plane is moving side to side, so there's side things involved here. The transverse plane is a twist, so you need to be able to move in all three directions in order to strengthen balance. So it's not just a stationary thing of holding. Now we are going to do that, and we're going to continue with trying to hold for 20 seconds on one foot. So now those of you that are just starting, toe down in front of you, and you wave hello, touch the top of the chair. You can keep this arm on the hip, or you can take it out to the side. Those of you that have been here a while, we lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now arms out, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, it's pretty good. We're still not rock solid, but we're getting there. Okay, so again, our newbies, just keep the toe here, pull the stomach against the spine, wave hello, touch the top of the chair. Otherwise, here, lift, arm out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms out, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, now, I'm going to ask you to, those of you at home, get a book, a magazine, or something to hold in your hand. You can even use a cushion. I'm going to get us cones, and we're going to work in the transverse plane. So let me pass out cones.
She sounds like Eli.
Okay, got a book or a magazine or something. These cones are wonderful to invest in. There's like 8 of them for $5 at Dick's Sporting Goods. You can also get them on Amazon, but they're very easy to work with and they're great for balance. So we're going to work in the transverse plane. So I'm going to set these aside here. And we are going to hold the cone in the hand. Now, your stability is always going to be different depending on where you put your feet. So if you have the feet about hip width apart, you're going to have a good, strong, stable base. You move the feet in here, you can't move so much. Okay, so grab a stable base, feet apart, hold the cone or your magazine, lift the cone, press it over, down to the other side, come up, and twist, pick up. Now switch hands, switch, bring it over and down, up, and center, lift, pick, switch. Let me see if I can back up some a little bit. Down to the other side, lift, up, down, pick, switch, down to the other side, lift, and center, and lift, reach, up, switch hands, down, lift, and down. So these are necessary skills for activities of daily living, bending and twisting. Okay? That's balance, believe it or not. All right, so now you're going to take your book or your cone. And I absolutely love these things. All right, we're going to place the cone to the side of your outside leg or your book or some object. I wouldn't use any expensive china gewgaws because you might kick and break them over, but something on the side of you. All right, now it should have a little bit of height to it. So we're going to lift, take the foot over, lift, and in. We have one hand on the chair or on the top. We lift, take it over, lift, and in. 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 And how many times do you need that a day to get in and out of a car, up and down a stair? All right, so now we place the cone in front of the foot. And we lift, step forward, shift your weight forward, come back center, lift, and shift the weight to the back because balance is weight shifts. Lift, come over, lift, and back. 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 So you need that to get in and out of a tub. I'm going to switch colors so that our viewers can see better. All right, we're going to go over to the other side. And the Zoom appears to be stuck. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Place it by the side of the outside foot. We lift, take it over, lift and in. Lift, take it over, lift and in. 3. Move your cone closer into your foot. 5. That's it. 6. 7. 8. Good. And everyone here is doing it correctly. What I don't want to see is touch the water, test the water. Not so good. I want you to get that weight shift along with lifting the leg. Very important, front to back. All right, move the cone in front of the toe. We lift, step over the cone, shift the weight forward, lift, step back, shift the weight to the back. Lift, step forward, lift, don't come just to center, I want it shifted back so that this toe is free. Lift, step over, lift and back, lift, step over, lift and back, lift, step over, lift and back. All right, so now we're going to try that without the hands on the chair. If you still need to put your hand on the chair, fine. It takes time to be able to shift front and back. Very necessary skill to keep your balance. All right, so again, we're going to place the cone to the outside foot. You can place the hands on the waist, or you can put them out to the sides. All right, we'll try here first, or if you feel more stability here, that's okay. Ready, shift, center. 2. Keep pulling in. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. All right. Cone in front of the toe. Ready, step forward, shift the weight, lift, shift the weight to the back. And 2. Good. 3. 4. Reach for the chair at any time. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay. We're going to do a combo now of frontal move with transverse move. So, and I want you to get familiar with those terms so that you understand where you are in space at any one time. Now, let's see. For those of you whose balance isn't spiffy yet, we place the cone near the foot. You're here behind the chair. You lift over, over, twist, pick it up, switch, put it by the other foot if you need to, step over to the side, over, twist, pick, and bring it center. All right, so let's try that. You can keep behind the chair if you want for balance. We place the cone to the side of the foot. Now, why has this dimension changed all of a sudden on Zoom? I'm not sure why. All right. Ready? Lift over, lift Switch hands, put it back down, and lift over, twist, pick, and center. Okay, so we're now going to, you can put something in your hands, you know, roll up a newspaper, a magazine. All right, we're going to hold the cone in the hand. We're going to lift to the side. All right, so you're going to take the hand out, you switch, you open, you switch, and open. Switch, open, switch, open. Okay, how many did it without having to put the foot down once? Good, good. Very good. All right, here we go. Other side. Lift, switch, open, switch, open, switch, open, switch, open, and center. Okay. Foot in front. We're going to lift, cross, switch, lift, cross, switch, lift, cross, lift, cross, switch, lift, cross, switch, lift, cross, switch. So you can do that with any object, you know, use your TV remote. Okay? Other foot. Again, anytime we're talking about balancing on one leg, we pull that stomach in against the spine, tongue against the roof of the mouth. You may want to pick a spot on the floor. Don't watch this back and forth or you will fall over. All right, ready? Lift the other foot. We lift, bring it across the body, switch hands. Lift, bring it across, 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 switch hands. Okay, so we are keeping the foot on the floor, which is okay. We want to work toward different types of movement. On one leg, we want to twist, twist. So there's any number of things you can do. So we're looking at balance in terms of activities of daily living. Because this is fine, but you know, when you are moving around, walking to and from, twisting, it's a different scene. So we're going to be working with these little things, or like I said, you can get, I don't know if you have a plastic vase, a rolling pin, anything, or something tall that you can just set on the floor. We're going to be working with these some of the times. Okay, so we are at end of class, so let's place the feet apart. We lift, take it over to the side, stretch. Lift, bring it back to center. Lift, take it over to the side and stretch. Lift and center. Let's bend down. Now just hang loose. Roll up. Feet together. Inhale up. And that's class. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. For those of you just tuning in this week, Happy New Year. I hope it's going to be a great one for you. Join me tomorrow, 9 a.m. flexibility. All right, everybody, have a great day.